Hi, everybody. It's February 13th. Super Bowl will be on in a couple of hours. Well, it's almost 2 o'clock in an hour. And I just got a message that Trump is marking up tickets for a party at $30,000, marked up MAGA hats. He's capitalizing with personal gain. Duh, like we didn't know that. Okay, so I just wanted to really take a look. I got some questions from you guys. I won't be able to do them all today, but I really wanted to take a look about, hold on, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I wanted to take a look at what's gonna happen. The latest word with Ukraine is Russia has a detailed, let me read it to you, hold on. It was on Twitter, and not that you can read everything on Twitter, but according to the German magazine Der Spiegel, CIA and Pentagon are said to have received intelligence of an especially detailed Ukraine invasion plan scheduled for this Wednesday. Okay, but being that this is Russia, they might have allowed that to leak out, and it's, you know what I'm saying, they could be making it out like it's going to happen Wednesday, because they're already affecting Ukraine's economics, because things are really, they already didn't have enough money, and things are really getting, you know, tough for the Ukraine. So I don't know what happened to this camera, but I seem to be I don't know what happened. Okay, so let me take a look, see. Tell me when I can tell everybody. Tell me when I can tell everybody about the Ukraine and Russia for this coming week. Will something, let's see if I get the tower again and all those terrible cards. It's almost like even when Putin was talking to him, he's very, yeah, whatever. That's what I'm getting. He's not getting how serious this is. Let's take a look, see you guys. So we've got the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So they're at the crossroads. They are kind of up in the air. People are hoping for the best. Here's Biden. He always shows. And here's the karmic star. So there's help coming. But here's the tower. Here's the tower. And the Ace of Wands. So the tower means something unexpected. So maybe it's not showing the death and all those swords, but it does have swords. Whatever's going to happen, it's not going to be god awful, but it's enough. It's enough to ruin Putin. He's a goner. 10 of cups reversed. So yeah, it's some chaos is getting ready to happen. So I would say next week, definitely news of war, news of something going on, but they are desperately wanting the Ukrainians to do something, or they're going to fake it like they did something, and then they'll be all up in it. But whatever this is, and I talked to Sterling this morning, it's not going to be long lasting. Okay. Somebody asked if NATO was going to be more powerful after this. And I do see the Ukraine and Poland going towards NATO. I see NATO getting much stronger. Thank God Biden is in there. Just thank God Biden is in there, because I just feel like, even though they're like, they got their nose up to them, they are nervous. They know that the United States is going to do some stuff. Will Russia actually turn around and cut something of ours down, like energy or something? Will Russia try to do something towards us? Yes or no? Will Russia try to do something towards us? I was reading a story about how during World War II, Russia took all the grain from the Ukraine and the people there were starving. These are strong people. And God bless each and every one of them. Will Russia be stupid enough to try to do something to the United States? We're strong. We're coming in strong. We're crossed by heartbreak. I think we're going to be disappointed that they did do something. I think we're like, oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, they're going to try to do something with our communications or blacking out communications when this battle starts happening and they turn down our proposal. See, if they start this next Wednesday, they're in the middle because the Olympics isn't done. So then it'll piss off China too. I just get this strong feeling like I see Putin and I see people saying to him, you idiot, you idiot. So I don't know what he's going to do, something stupid. And I see snipers. I don't know if the Ukraine has got, if it's them or somebody else, but it's almost like, oh, yes, let's take this opportunity. Because I feel like he's a baby, like he goes underground and tries to hide from everyone. But I see them looking for him. Okay, so I need to ask, in love and light, how does the United States look for next week as far as helping the Ukraine? Give us the theme for next week for the United States. We're going to be working away under a lot of stress. There's Putin. I mean, Putin. There's, and this is Kamala. They're both showing. Biden and Kamala. Here's the military language. The cycle will change. The full moon, something with the full moon is very, it's not going to be horrible, but disaster because some sort of agreement will be made. So it's going to be close or even a scuffle and then some sort of agreement. I just don't know if he's going to be shocked at something someone does, Ukraine or us, but I feel like he's like, okay, no, never mind. Truce, and then he's going to try to sneak and try again, but he won't be around. Okay, now let's ask about the January 6th commission. Let's ask from now to the end of January. Is there something they can tell us? Because you know they can't find the call logs. You know, he's out there selling for parties and selling new hats, making all kinds of money off of people. And in the meantime, Hillary Clinton was supposed to go to jail, right? That Sterling was saying today, remember that white van? Everybody's saying, what's that white van for? They apparently even stole the Lincoln head. He's known, he is known for stealing from people he works with. They'll take things, they don't care. They're like gypsies. I've never seen anything like it. They'll spend your money before he spends his money. So can you tell me? Tell me. It's next week for the United States of America. For January 6th. So we're celebrating, but I think this war thing is going to be on our minds too. More information coming in, more news coming in, bits and pieces. Someone offering us some large amount of information. We're still piecing it together. Look at this, you guys. This is Liz Cheney. Look at this. So I'm going to tell you, it's going to work out. I don't want you, they're gathering up, but it's going to work out. Listen, I'm not worried about the January 6th commission. I think after the full moon, he's going down. I mean, I've been telling you guys this for a while, but it looks really good. Now, you guys asked me other questions too. Ellen was worried about rising waters, and I'm going to tell you something. There will be a lot of earth changes with rising waters, but I'm not feeling wind, but I see it slowly but surely progressing. I do feel like Florida has issues. I do feel like the Carolinas at the beaches. I do feel Texas, Mississippi. And I do feel more in the Northern California. You know, that the ice is melting, and we're getting to, it's the shift is happening as we speak, but I do see a lot of flooding going on. Do not buy near the water. That's all I gotta say. Do not buy near the water. So she was worried about rising waters, and I'm feeling it's more the south of Florida, but it could happen in years, you know, but I do feel stuff happening this next hurricane season too. And I see fires again. I wish I didn't, but I do see fires again. Kate wanted to know about Deshaun Hill's assassination. This sweet young boy going to the bus got shot in the head. She wants to know, it feels like a young person, and it feels like someone that did know him, and the person will get caught. And it's just a waste of, what a waste of life, waste of energy. So Christine, she asked about NATO, and I'm saying to you now that yes, NATO will be strengthened because Biden coming in and wanting to be in NATO, and they're going to buffer it up, and I see other countries joining, and I just see it's going to be very hard for someone like Russia to, or even China, to take over Taiwan, because NATO's right in the middle of it. I'm almost feeling, I just got a flash. So let's say they start a scuffle. Like, maybe that's why even Ukraine is feeling a little comfortable, because they've got plenty of intel and ability to wipe out something with Russia. Like, they could hit them pretty hard. But it's like America's helping them, but it's like hush, hush, you know, because Russia's trying to do everything they can to get our intel. But I feel like they're trying to give them information of, here's where you're going to go. This is what you're going to hit. The minute they hit you, start hitting there, and boom. So somebody was asking, well, how come we just can't just cut them off right now before this even starts? Well, the thing is, that's, you know, we start cutting them off before they hit, they'll start sending missiles our way. Okay, let's see what else you guys asked about. They're up to no good. And I don't even believe them when they say we're going in now. I just think they're kind of full of it. And someone asked about Sterling and John Denver. John Denver is, I think Sterling did John Denver a while ago. And I've seen John Denver do too. And he still is working on humanitarian bases over there. It's beautiful, beautiful. There was a lot of sadness in his world and life. And even though it's sad he's dead, he's very happy over there. So this is weird. Peanut said hi to the, well, it's not to the both of us. I think they think I'm reading with Sterling. This is not Sterling. Yeah, okay, hold the bus. As soon as I start say something with this new phone. Okay, here we go. someone was saying it was after John Denver. Somebody was asking about plumbers. Oh, this is another good question. Hold on. This is an MT said, had a flash last night that Archangel Michael shoved 45 into a large body of water with his foot. Now, water represents spirit over there. As 45 was flailing and screaming, he disappeared down a dark hole in the water. Do you think this vision was influenced by an overload of news about 45 and toilet flushing? Yeah, the water represents spirit. So if you're in water, like if the water's dirty, your spirit's kind of got some weird energy on it. But yeah, you know what? This camera's not working very good, you guys. I'm just too, I got to get another camera. Yeah, the home prices are going to go down. It's more towards next year, so don't expect it now. Okay, someone was asking about plumbers, and I need to find it. Okay, here we go. It was Peanut. This is a strange question, but here it goes. Are there going to be any maintenance plumbers, people who would be able to definitely state that the papers were found clogging the toilets? Yes, I thought you were going to say, can they go back in there and find it? No, but I feel yes. Listen, and if y'all listened to me in Sterling this morning, a lot of the stuff that's going to come out about Trump might even be after he's crossed, but everything is coming out. Okay. Now, about ETs. Hi, Linda. Love your show. I know Sterling has said ETs will make themselves known, more so known, but they've always been here. They've been here. They help create man to who he is now. But like you said, they don't interfere with us, but they will come in and help us if we start blowing this earth up. They'll stop us in midstream. That's it. Stephanie says, I've been working for years on stepping out of fear. I came almost unglued because my whole family died and left me. Sadness and bad stuff aside, may I trust the lightness in my solar plexus? I'm still wanting to talk to my guide. Well, your guide's always there and always available. And people don't, it doesn't matter about who comes and goes, you know, and dying is just transitioning to another realm. It's nothing personal against you. So be open, look at that light, allow that light through you, and try your best to stop thinking and try your best to change that emotion in your solar plexus, because the emotion is of sadness and that just creates more of the same. Try to find some joy in something. Find some joy in something. I used to tell people, make something up. Think of something that would really make you happy. And then lay in that joy, because each time you do that, it brings you up. It makes you better and better and better to where vibrationally you create something. Because if we're always coming to a place of Debbie Downer, guess what? We get more of the same. Like we're always waiting for the next shoe to fall. That's what happens. Sure enough, the next shoe falls. Yeah, they're going to make sure that we do have checks and balances, and maybe even some psychological tests before anyone is president again. We won't let this happen again. Yes, Jackie, if Putin does invade Ukraine, will it be the end of his reign? Absolutely. He'll be chased down. Papers that Trump swallowed. I'm going to tell you, this guy, he's a con man. He just wouldn't allow the law. Oh, he was good to call Hillary Clinton out of it. That's against the law. She's not supposed to do that, but it's okay for him to do that. It's okay for him to steal stuff out of the White House. What did I tell you guys? Remember, I told you he's even going to take things. And I saw shredding. So when he's swallowing something, it's something really specific, and it's something underhanded. I don't think Jim Jordan, Chris, helped Trump with the insurrection, but I do think he was for it. And I think he was kind of in the middle of it as far as assisting with stand over there, do this. But I think he thought with those fake electoral votes from these fake Democrat or Republican people, I thought he thought that would work. And they really wanted to talk. I wonder if he even talked to Pence. They really wanted to talk Pence into doing something with this. That again, the home prices are next year. It's interesting. Elizabeth said, will the secret documents hidden under the Sphinx in Egypt ever be revealed to the public? But I don't think we have I think there's documents, there's scrolls or something, but we don't have it yet. I'm feeling like we don't have it right now. Yeah, Joanne, it's so funny. Joanne says, how do I put this? Do you think the higher powers of government or another world leader will find Trump as too much of a liability? Yes. And I mean, like sniper stuff, yes. But I don't see them getting him. I think he goes out of something with him is going to happen. I mean, I'd be shocked if it was a sniper thing, but it wouldn't also surprise me, actually. Because I could see intel saying, look, this guy's a pure and present danger. We need to get rid of him. I'm telling you, he sold intel. That's the other problem, is that Russia can't get the information. One of the things he did for Russia was give them everything they had on the Ukraine to help them get in there and do this. And I really think Putin thought, yeah, I'm going to fake it like they attacked us. I'm going to do this or that. And didn't really realize he'd get such a pushback. So okay, let's see. And then I'm going to go because our Super Bowl is going to start pretty soon. I know the shipping problems will eventually get better. This is Maureen. Do you think it will be this year? Yeah, by the end of the year, everything's back to normal. And don't forget, home prices will filter out a little bit too. Danny wants to know more about Christ being an ascended master. Did he have previous lifetimes, or was he, as many followers and disciples called him, God in human form? There's a lot of gods in human form, and they are ascended masters. He's definitely an ascended master. And he is, when he says he's the son of man, he literally means it. You know, God itself, the vibrational energy of God is in a man sitting on a throne. We're all a piece of this energy. We're all a piece of God. Ye are gods. We all have the ability to create. And it's so funny because we get so caught up in our own egos, and we're always looking down, and we're always worrying because we need to survive. And as children, we probably can see how even our own parents could be vicious towards us. So it's fight or flight. It's learning how to survive. I mean, think the horrible things and all the people in Auschwitz and people who died because a man decided that they were better than them. Oh, you know what's so weird? I was watching this show on Hitler. Did you know he was a vegetarian? Oh my God. You would think he'd be a meat eater. He was a vegetarian, and he was sort of prudish, but behind closed doors, he had some weird, he was weird. Okay. He didn't really like intimacy, but because he was afraid of getting syphilis, but he was a voyeuristic, and, you know, he was weird. He might have even had both men and women. So God in human form, we are all gods. Ye are gods. read that book by Annalise Skarin, Skarin, Ye Are Gods. And vibrationally, we can make things happen. There's also a book called The Door to Everything. That's a good book. And just keep, we have these life energies that we're supposed to go through. And we're very lucky that we get to go through this. But remember, if you can change the way you look at things, just like what's his face said, the things you look at will change. Because I lived always drama, up and down, in and out. And then when I finally just decided, you know what, I'm going to stop with the drama and I'm going to relax and I'm going to vibrate in my own energy and I'm going to wish well for others and just allow, then that's when the good stuff, because even those that I talk to that maybe their husband left them or this or that happened, how can I go on? And it's like, listen, honey, nothing happens unless energetically you signed up for it. You've made decisions before you even land here, okay? Some of it seems really cruel, but you've made these decisions. You'll know once you cross. The key is still being alive in human form. There's a lot of us living, but we're not alive. So by that, I mean, be connected to universal force. Ye are gods. That joy and love that within ourselves, that we get that connection from the higher force. And he walked with it. Jesus walked with it. Jesus was part of that. He kept trying to prove to everybody that, the kingdom of heaven is within. That's why the records, the churches don't like you to know about the real records, the records that are in the Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff, because they don't want you to know that you have the ability to take care of yourself. Ye are gods, you don't need to go no church or pay no castle, with tons of visions of Jesus on a cross. And it's amazing too, because if you think about it, because I love the cross too, but the cross is a sign of death. He hung on a cross. That's like walking around now with a little electric chair. Walk around with your little electric chair. So-and-so died on the electric chair, or with rifles. Oh yeah, so-and-so was shot with rifles. It was a punishment. So it's just weird. It's just weird how humans work this out. But I will tell you, in my years of being quote unquote awake, if you want to call it, and I have my own human emotions, I go through stuff like everybody else. But I will tell you, there's more greatness in this world. And right now, with everything we're going through, because we were falling off the path for a while there. But right now, with everything we're going through, we're getting where we're deciding we are not going to accept anything but the truth. The truth, and it can be pretty painful, but the truth is going to be there, okay? All this quietness about John F. Kennedy and who really, hey, listen, truth is coming out. You guys are going to find out some stuff. But truth is coming out. Truth about Putin, truth about the United States government, because its hands are not clean. And it's just going to get big. So Biden, maybe even Kamala will be president down the road. But I see a different variety of young people coming in and just, making it happen and making sure there's checks and balances, making sure we stand in well-being and we're doing the right thing. It's just too much like, oh, well, you pay taxes for this nation to keep it going, but we don't have to tell you nothing. And we can treat you like scum if we decide to jump on you. That's not how it should work. And you know it, and I know it. Well, isn't that what Trump always says? And you know it, and I know it. And everybody tells me, it's like, who's telling? Who the hell's telling you? Must be those people talking to him from the other side. Jump. All right, you guys, I'm going to go because I'm going to watch the game. I love y'all. Take care. I need a new camera because this thing has got I got a big ass head, but it's even bigger on this screen. Love y'all. For entertainment purposes only.